Welcome to Auntie Chess and Tarot. Hello, Leos. Welcome in. Let's get to your message. Thank you to all who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Let's remember not everything's going to resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself. Here we go. Messages for our Leos this week. Observe and balance. Couple things to focus on. New love interest. Ace of Cups. Or this could be just like a passion project. That could be great, interesting. And the Eight of Swords is out here. Are you holding yourself back from a new love? Are you holding yourself back from a passion project? Are you holding yourself back from what's destined for you, the divine handing you something that is supposed to overflow, overflow of abundance, happiness, something like that. Ten of Swords, the Hierophant, both in the reverse. Yeah. Spirit's saying, what is going on here? I'm handing you a gift and you are... It's like you're going in the opposite direction, huh? You don't see it, or you're scared of it or something. You think you have to recover from something? Spirit's saying, yeah, I don't understand what you're recovering from. Here's your gift, enjoy it. But we'll find out. You're trying to overthink this. You're trying to overthink this. Seven of Pentacles. The message is think of self, plant the seeds. What do you want to grow here? What are you overthinking? Let's find out. You're overthinking this offer. Okay. The Page of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Two of Swords. You're overthinking this offer from the divine. You are aware of it, I think. Yeah, you're aware of it. You're overthinking it. I mean, it's not like you're overthinking a situation. You're aware that the divine is handing you something big. But you have thought this before, or you've thought, yeah, I've hit the jackpot before, or you've thought something that you've manifested came in and it didn't go that way. It didn't go the way you had thought, or you had hoped, or you had dreamed, or you had wished. And now it's like a problem, or it's been more of a burden, a problem to you. But I'm saying that this is the real deal. Before, you might have thought it was from the divine, and I feel like the divine is saying, no, this is the gift. And maybe you're reading the signs wrong, or you were at the time, like you've become more spiritual, or this is a nod to really get more acquainted with or more in sync with your spiritual side. A milestone in that regard in your life. The Page of Wands is out here, the King of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Threes might be of significant here. You're saying, I'm very good. I've done very well in life. I've been very successful. I'm good with others. I have good social skills. I have all the makings, in other words, of things really working out for me. And yet there's just something where your heart's not in it, or like as a whole, your heart's not in it. You're looking for the one or two things that my heart is really in this. And there's just like, on paper, I look so great. In a logical way, you're looking at this. On paper, I look like I should have it all and be very happy. And yet you don't feel that way. You feel like little things are missing that are really big things. And you're trying to find them in your future. And the divine again is saying, okay, I have handed this gift over to you. Acknowledge the gift. So we'll find out what's happening there. There's some sort of communication breakdown here. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Oh, things are fuzzy. Things are out of focus for you. You're not seeing. Why are you not seeing this gift? You're holding back from it. You're not seeing it. You think you have to recover from something. Okay, Seven of Cups in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. because you're used to taking shortcuts, and this is very clear. So you're like, how could this be so easy? I'm used to complicated things, and then I don't really want to put the effort in for the complication, or I'm exhausted by life as a whole, and so, I look for shortcuts. But the clarity is that it's being handed to me, and that can't possibly be true because everything's been so difficult in my life as a whole. Or I've had to chase after things. I've had to make things work. The divine energy here is saying, yeah, that might have been a time for you, but that time is over. This is a gift just being handed to you to accept. Okay? The Page of Swords is out here now. The Hermit and the Strength. Do some research here on what you're wanting, and you'll see that it's right in front of you, that the divine has handed it over. But there is an element of pulling back and look at self, your strengths. And have you maybe gone after things just too fiercely with the Two of Cups here, and then tired of them quickly, instead of letting the divine kind of handle things and just accept a more balanced approach? Because I see that your life is out of focus and imbalance, in imbalance. Wow. The Tower's out here with the Ace of Swords. Yeah, and there's something about when somebody tries to speak the truth to you, or you hear the truth, or you even speak to yourself about the truth, it's so hard for you to take. Like, you're very emotional about it. What about that emotion here, Spirit? Try to take it in so that you can learn. It's like you really have a hard time with constructive criticism, but that's the best way to learn and get yourself unstuck, is to take in what others that you trust are saying about you, that know you well, that you trust, and even more importantly, what you know about self. And you're being very transparent with self and taking it in. Try to take in the constructive is critical criticism that's coming your way, so that you can learn. It will help you to get unstuck. It's this inability to look at self in a transparent way that's keeping you stuck, and also has contributed to some poor choices, and for some reason not seeing good choices that have been handed to you. Okay, Queen of Wands, the Empress in the reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. This is all about codependency and emotional manipulation to keep people or accept people acting that way around you, so that, you feel like, oh yeah, they really need me, or you pick people that emotionally need you so that they never leave. Something about abandonment issues here, and heavy control issues. Yeah. So Spirit is saying, look at that control that you need to have. What is that all about? And try and back away from that. Because all of this, like, emotional people around you and being their rock, and it's all about control in a lot of ways, and people needing you so you feel like they won't leave you. What about the control here, Spirit? Yeah, Spirit's just saying, you don't need all this worry and insecure lack of self-confidence. You're so talented. You've done so well. Yes, you are great on paper because you are great. You don't need to be worried about your self-confidence, or take people that have self-confidence issues and that they'll never leave you or something. It's a feeling of like not being seen, but you are being seen. See, you need to look up. You need to look up and see the gifts. The divine hands you gifts, has handed you gifts before, is handing you a big one right now. And you don't look up. You stay small. Okay, that's what I want to say. You stay small. And you're meant for big. Try and work through confidence issues. Where is that coming from? Did you feel like you had less growing up, or did you have one or two hurts that, maybe, let's say, for example, you were hurt by a first love, okay? And we've all been there. But do you keep having that hurt replay in all of your relationships? Or do you keep having that play in your mind to the point where you can't legitimately, with a clean slate, take on somebody else and in a more healthy way? Maybe that first love, it was just a situation. Can you look at it as just somebody not for you? Okay. But you'll find the one for you. Not let that replay in all of your relationships moving forward. I've got to protect myself, and I've got to pick people that are emotionally dependent upon me so that I know that they never strike out on their own and leave me, an abandonment issue there. Or I can't look up at a really good gift here because a good gift will definitely leave me. And where is that coming from? Why would you ever think that about self? You have done so well, like you say, on paper, but Spirit's saying, no, it's more than just being on paper that you've done so well. Where is that you immediately go to, yes, of course you would reject me. Where is that coming from? Get to the core of that. Why would you even think that about self? Where does that start? And then work on that. Okay, so that starts with, let's just say, for example, a father who wasn't around, or, the lack of a parent's involvement or nurturing or even being present. Okay, let's just say that as an example. That's very heavy duty. Try and work through that and see that from adult perspective, trying to help the inner child heal from that. And I'm going very quickly through some very deep emotions, I realize, but I'm trying to get to the core of what could help you is try and heal that child, and try not to bring that energy into your adult interactions, where you're assuming everyone's going to leave you because they did when you were a child, or something like that. Try and heal the child, get to the core of things, work through them, feel that emotion, and don't take it with you, assuming other relations will be the same. So hope that's helpful for somebody and that made sense. Page of Cups is out here in the world. Yeah, because you're meant to close out cycles that you're not closing out, begin new ones, and not take that energy into the new ones. You're taking hurt and pain into the new clean slate, and the clean slate doesn't have a chance. It doesn't have a chance to get off the ground because there's already hate and pain and sorrow splashed all over the canvas before anybody gets started with the new relation. Okay? Page of Cups. Yeah, there is something about healing the inner child. Child wounds here. Something about children. Who you admired let you down or hurt you. Something about childhood. And you still love them dearly, but you're not acknowledging the hurt that came from that and working through that. I loved my father dearly. He was never around. Or there were disappointments there. And it's taking a closer look at that. Trying to heal yourself. Looking at the wounds there. Not making excuses. Looking at it in a difficult way, looking at it very truthfully. Your mind is always very sharp. Yeah, see, you've done well because your mind is always very sharp. And you have a lot of other great skills. Don't keep breaking it all down. And I'm saying break it all down. That's interesting. We'll talk about that. Deeply personal. You don't want to keep breaking it all down. Maybe somebody's saying to you, break this down. This is way too much. You're carrying it around. You're carrying lots of baggage around all the time from when you were a child. We all do. You're saying this is deeply personal and I don't want to go there maybe. Receiving support. Yeah. Who can help you through this? Who do you trust? Sacral chakra. It is affecting relations that are romantic in nature. Something that's happened. It's abandonment. It's something about abandonment or not being able to rely on people you want to rely on. And that's why you're playing small. And that's why you're feeling defeated in your relationships before they even get started. Surprise yourself by working on this. Maybe let's get a little bit more. What's surprise? Wanting to be relevant still. You're surprised. You want to be relevant still. What's this all about? Competition. Oh, massive breakthrough. You're wanting to be relevant still and still out there dating or, being attractive to the opposite sex. We all want that. That is a surprise to you somehow. Because for some of you, I think you feel like it's brought you nothing but pain, but you still stay in the game. Like you kind of like the game, the competition of it all. But you're going to have a massive breakthrough here about what really motivates you. What keeps you racing on this like never-ending wheel. And you're going to gain some enlightenment here about this. And I think you're going to find some abandonment issues that are fueling this. What's about this? Don't keep breaking it down. This doesn't need a response from you. Power in your hair. I love that one, of course. Okay. Bloodline is amazing. Okay. Yep. Absolutely. I agree with that. Put yourself first. Things develop unexpectedly. That is the massive breakthrough. You intimidate others. Upgrade. Yeah, I definitely think you're going to have a breakthrough here. And I think about this comment of don't break it all down. Is you just not, I think it's more of you not wanting to see this. You don't want to have to respond to this. Somehow if you look at the past and you have excuses, then it's something tied to you don't have to put yourself first. And that's the very thing that Spirit's asking you to do with the gifts that are being handed to you. These things are going to develop unexpectedly. Like you're finally going to see this gift. Spirit's going to make it just so obvious that you can't circumnavigate this. The fact that you intimidate others has something to do with this amazing bloodline. Like you guys are royalty or super tough, salt of the earth tough. But you're upgrading that salt of the earth to also being just more high vibing, more empathetic. And you must have great hair. Okay, let's see. And I also see that you're gorgeous here. This card is, you're gorgeous with great hair. All right. That's lovely. Those are always wonderful things. Okay. Let's just talk about main part of this, I think, is the going over the abandonment, getting to the core of things. What else do we have to say here? Here and now. Being in the here and now is a problem for you, I feel like. For some reason, the past kind of rules the present. You're in the past a lot. Be in the present. Be in the here and now. That's where your victory is, I see. Start this new way of thinking, because the upgrade. It's the new beginning for you, is the here and now. Chaos and conflict, that's all in the past, okay? So that's working through that chaos and conflict. I think when you follow that trail, it'll lead you to the past. It'll lead you to where you sit a lot of the time mentally. With this breakup that you feel like broke you. It didn't break you. You were very sad at the time. You keeping it going with this I'm broken, have to let that go. Because it's just affecting your here and now. You're not broken. You're the King of Pentacles. This is a very accomplished person. This is royalty. We talked about your amazing bloodline. You're not broken. There's nothing broken. Oh, but there is someone feeling orphaned, and we've talked about this throughout this read. This card is the orphaned energy. Abandonment. and by the book. You give somebody an out all the time for their behavior. They had to do this because of this. They had these circumstances, so that's why they acted like this. You give them an out, and you felt very abandoned by them. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because a lot of us will look at our past like that, or look at our abandonment in that way. I'm saying to move forward, try and work through that. Try and heal from that. Try and look at that transparently. Try and look at that really truthfully about how that affected you, so that you can, yes, move forward and regenerate yourself. Yeah, there's growth in the lava that's taking over and destroying the land. But look what grows, because it's regenerating. Nothing can stop it. It's always successful. It's always been successful. But this is an element of take that energy and heal yourself internally. You know, nothing stops you. You've always been successful, even when you've been in a lot of pain from the past. Try and get out of the past. Help yourself to heal, and put the same kind of effort that you do in life into your own healing. Be transparent about it and regenerate there, so you can be in the here and now and not be. Think about it. Try and think about it really truthfully, honestly with self. How often are you thinking about the past? How often are you in the past? That is really affecting your present. Okay? And then ultimately your future. So let's see. Let's grab an angel wish. Hope this has been helpful and made sense. We've gone over some really big, deep, emotional topics pretty quickly, but I hope it's hit home for somebody and been helpful. Here is your angel wish. Problems resolve when you surrender them to your angels. Yeah, and we did talk about a nod to spirituality and getting more in sync with that again. And yeah, hand a lot of this over if it's too big to your angels. Help me to see. Help me to be transparent. Help me to look again. Help me to be out from the past energy. Help me to be in the here and now. Reach out to your angels here. They will help you. They will guide you. Problems will resolve. Surrender. Surrender to your spirit team. Yeah. That's always a good move. Surrender to your spirit team. I hope that you found this helpful. If you feel inclined to comment, please do. If you like this channel, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, let's remember, Leos, who we are, and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.